If you are a woman over 60 and you have ever opened a magazine, scrolled through social media, or walked into a salon and felt like none of the trends were actually designed for you, this video is going to change that. Because here's the truth that most beauty content refuses to say out loud. There are more stunning, flattering, and genuinely exciting hair looks trending right now for women over 60 than at almost any other point in recent memory. The world of hair has shifted in a beautiful direction. Silver is celebrated. Texture is loved. Soft layers are everywhere. And the looks that are performing best right now just happen to be the ones that work beautifully on mature hair. In this video, we are going through 20 of the most current and most flattering trending hair looks for women over 60. Whether your hair is short, medium, or long, whether you color it or wear it natural, whether you love bold or prefer understated elegance, there is something in here for you. Stay all the way through, because some of the looks toward the end of this list are the ones most women have never considered, and they might be exactly what you have been looking for. Let's get into all 20. The soft layer revolution. Right now, across every platform and in every top salon, one theme is dominating mature hair conversations more than any other, and that is the return of soft, face-framing layers. Not the choppy, aggressive layers of earlier decades. These are gentle, cascading, beautifully blended layers that give hair movement, volume, and life without ever looking overdone. The first look on our list is the feathered layered bob. This is a jaw length or slightly below the jaw cut with delicate layers that lift and feather outward at the ends. It frames the face beautifully, adds volume at the crown, and moves with the most wonderful natural lightness. Women with fine hair especially love this look because the layers create the illusion of fullness that fine hair often struggles to achieve on its own. The feathering also softens the jawline, which is one of the most flattering things any haircut can do for a woman over 60. The second trending look in this category is the long layered shag. Now, before you dismiss this as too young or too edgy, stay with me. The modern shag has been completely reimagined for mature women. Today's version is soft, romantic, and elegant. It works beautifully at shoulder length and beyond, with curtain bangs or without. The layers create texture and body throughout the hair, which is something many women over 60 desperately want as their hair naturally thins over time. This look works on natural silver, on warm brunette, and on soft blonde, and it photographs beautifully in every lighting. Third is what stylists are calling the invisible layer cut, a technique where the layers are so seamlessly blended that the hair appears to have natural, effortless body and movement without any visible stacking. The result is hair that looks healthy and full, and somehow just perfectly behaved. It is particularly stunning on women with silver or white hair because the blending catches light in the most extraordinary way, giving the hair a luminous, almost glowing quality. Fourth is the face-framing curtain layer look, where the layers are specifically designed not to add volume throughout, but to frame the face with two long, sweeping front pieces that open up the eyes, lift the cheekbones, and draw attention to the most beautiful parts of the face. This is one of the most universally flattering layering techniques available, and it works at almost any length. All four of these looks share one quality: they move. And hair that moves always looks younger, more alive, and more modern than hair that sits still. Short hair that commands attention. Short hair on women over 60 is having a genuine cultural moment, and not in the sensible cut way that has long been the unfortunate default. Today's short hair for mature women is bold, beautiful, and deeply intentional. Look number 5 is the modern Pixie with texture. This is not the severe, helmet-like Pixie of previous generations. Today's version has texture throughout. Pieces that move, that lift, that catch light. It is cut close at the sides and back, but left longer and more expressive on top, allowing for a soft side sweep or a slightly tousled finish that reads as effortlessly stylish. On silver or white hair especially, this look is genuinely arresting. Look 6 is the micro bob, a haircut that sits right at or just above the jawline, blunt or very slightly layered, with clean lines and extraordinary confidence. This is the haircut that says you know exactly who you are. It works especially well on women with strong bone structure, and it frames the face with architectural precision. Paired with a warm hair color or natural silver, it is one of the most sophisticated looks in this entire list. Look 7 is the tapered nape pixie, where the back is cut very close to the nape, tapering up with beautiful precision, while the top and sides carry more length and softness. This creates a stunning silhouette from every angle, short and clean at the back, expressive and soft at the front. It also makes the neck look longer and the posture look more elegant, which is an unexpected and very welcome side effect. Look 8 is the textured crop with side-swept fringe. This cut sits close to the head overall, but uses texturizing techniques throughout to prevent it from ever looking flat or severe. The side-swept fringe, a soft, long, diagonal piece that brushes across the forehead, adds a romantic quality that balances the boldness of the short length. Women who have been nervous about going short often find that this fringe element is exactly what makes them feel feminine and beautiful in a shorter cut. Short hair at this level is not a compromise. It is a declaration. The art of the perfect bob. The bob is perhaps the most enduringly flattering haircut in the history of women's beauty, and right now, in 2025 and into 2026, it is experiencing one of its most exciting evolutions. Look 9 is the asymmetrical bob, slightly longer on one side than the other, with a diagonal line that creates dynamic visual interest and frames the face in a way that is simultaneously bold and deeply flattering. This asymmetry draws the eye, creates the illusion of a longer neck, and gives the entire look a modern edge that is absolutely wearable for women over 60. Look 10 is the stacked bob, shorter at the back, where the layers are stacked for maximum volume and lift, gradually lengthening toward the front. This creates a beautiful rounded silhouette from the back and a graceful long to short diagonal from the side. On women with fine or thinning hair, the stacked bob creates the illusion of extraordinary fullness at the back of the head, which is often exactly the area where volume is most needed. Look 11 is the wavy lob, the long bob that hits somewhere between the chin and the collarbone, worn with soft, natural-looking waves. This is effortless and romantic, and one of the most universally flattering lengths available. The waves add texture and movement, preventing the lob from ever looking flat or heavy. Styled with a center part or a soft side part, it is equally elegant. Look 12 is the blunt collarbone bob, a precise, clean-cut bob that lands right at the collarbone, worn perfectly straight or with the very slightest internal curl at the ends. This is a look that requires good hair condition to wear beautifully, and when it is right, it is absolutely stunning, modern, decisive, and deeply elegant. On women with silver or platinum hair, the bluntness catches light along its edge in a way that looks almost architectural. Silver, platinum, and the natural color movement. Perhaps the most significant and most beautiful trend of this entire era in hair is the widespread celebration of natural silver and white hair on women over 60. What was once treated as something to hide has become one of the most coveted looks in the beauty world. Look 13 is full luminous silver, not the flat, ashy gray we discussed in other videos, but the genuinely luminous, multidimensional silver that comes in when natural gray is embraced and cared for beautifully. With the right cut and the right glossing treatments to enhance its shimmer, full silver hair is breathtaking. It catches light in a way no colored hair can replicate, and it frames a mature face with extraordinary grace. Look 14 is silver with warm pearl highlights, where the naturally silver base is enhanced with hand-painted pearlescent highlights that add warmth, dimension, and even more light-catching quality. This is the technique that transforms silver from simply not colored to actively, intentionally beautiful. Look 15 is the salt and pepper grow out, the intentional, artful embrace of the transition from colored to natural, where the contrast between silver and darker strands is allowed to play out gracefully. When this is managed well, with regular glossing, a great cut, and some strategic framing highlights, the result is one of the most modern and sophisticated looks available. It is the look that says you are deeply comfortable with who you are. Look 16 is warm silver balayage, where hand-painted warm tones, honey, champagne, or soft copper, are woven through natural silver hair, creating a breathtaking interplay of warm and cool tones that is unlike anything achievable with solid color. This is one of the most sought-after techniques in salons right now, and for very good reason. The unexpected looks that change everything. We have arrived at the final four, and these are the ones I promised at the beginning would surprise you. These are the looks that most women over 60 have never seriously considered, and that is exactly why they work so powerfully when someone chooses them with confidence. Look 17 is the long silver or white hair worn past the shoulders. There is a persistent myth in the beauty world that women over 60 should keep their hair short, that long hair is somehow aging or inappropriate. This is simply not true, and the evidence is everywhere right now. Long, healthy hair on a woman over 60, whether silver, warm brunette, or soft blonde, is one of the most stunning and most youthful-looking things imaginable. The keywords are healthy and styled. Long hair that is cared for, glossy, shaped at the ends, worn with intention, is extraordinary. It challenges every tired assumption about what women over 60 are supposed to look like. Look 18 is the loose updo with face-framing pieces. Not the tight, severe updo that was once considered the formal option for mature women, but a relaxed, romantic gathering of hair. A loose low bun, a softly twisted chignon, or a casual French twist with pieces intentionally left out around the face and at the nape. This look is effortless and elegant simultaneously, and those face-framing pieces are doing remarkable work lifting the features and softening the overall appearance. Look 19 is natural texture worn fully and proudly. For women with naturally wavy or curly hair who've spent decades straightening it, this is the moment to stop. The natural texture movement has completely transformed the beauty conversation, and curly and wavy hair on women over 60 is absolutely having its deserved moment. Enhanced with hydrating products, defined gently, and cut to work with the natural pattern rather than against it, fully textured hair is vibrant, modern, and deeply, authentically beautiful. Look 20 is the statement fringe, a bold, deliberate bang on a woman over 60 that is not apologetic and not wispy but genuinely chosen with intention. Whether it is a full blunt fringe that lands just above the brows, a dramatic side-swept fringe that crosses the forehead with purpose, or a soft curtain fringe that parts in the middle and frames the eyes, a well-chosen fringe does something remarkable. It draws attention to the eyes. It minimizes the forehead. It gives the entire face a focal point that is vibrant and modern. On silver or white hair especially, a strong fringe is one of the most sophisticated and striking choices a woman over 60 can make. 20 looks, 20 possibilities. And the most important thing I want you to hear is this: every single one of them is for you. 20 looks. And the truth is, we could have listed 40 more, because the world of hair for women over 60 right now is more rich, more exciting, and more varied than it has ever been. The one thing all 20 of these looks have in common is intention. They are chosen, considered, and worn with confidence. That is the real secret, if there is one. A woman who has chosen her look, whatever it is, and wears it with quiet certainty is always the most beautiful woman in the room. You do not need to follow trends blindly. You simply need to know what is available to you, find what resonates with who you are, and then wear it fully. Your hair, at 60 and beyond, is not a limitation. It is one of the most expressive and powerful tools you have. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path.